Welcome to my channel. This is Search, bringing you another action figure collector's review on the Walgreens exclusive Dragon Ball Super's Dragon Star Series Super Saiyan Gogeta. As you can tell right there, you get Gogeta himself staring at you through the window. You get extra set of hands for accessories. Over here on this side of the box, you get Dragon Ball Super up there at the top. You get Super Saiyan Gogeta down there at the bottom, and you can peep in through the figure like a peeping Tom would. Over here on this side of the box, you get Dragon Ball Super up there at the top. A nice illustrated image of Gogeta himself. On the back of the box, you get Gogeta himself, a nice little product shot. You get Super Saiyan Gogeta right up underneath here. You get Dragon Ball Super over there in that corner. Over here, you get Dragon Star Series. Over here at the top of the box, you get Dragon Star Series at the top. And down here at the bottom, Dragon Ball Super. Let's get to it and open this Super Saiyan up. Okay, let's take a good look at his accessories, and first of all, we'll take a look at his fisted hands right here. Boom, boom. And I really do like them a lot. I like the sculpt work, and I like how the lines come in between the fingers and the knuckles, and it looks like he's got bones in there and ligaments and all that good stuff. And I like the shading that you're seeing down there at the bottom, and both fists have that. If I can get this to rotate around just like so. And both fists do have it. That pleases me a lot. However, his skin tone's a little bit too glossy for my taste. I would have preferred it to be more like a matte finish, because it kind of looks almost doll-like in my opinion. But it's not that bad. And right here we'll take a look at his gesturing or his posing wide open gripping hands. And I like them a lot. And these are mainly for his like blasted effect, and he doesn't really come with any effects, so that displeases me a lot. They could have threw in like, I don't know, some kind of like Kamehameha ball or something like that. But I mean, I do like that we get these hands so we can use things from other figures, such as the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line. We get these little like weapon effects. And then also you get some more of the weapon effects from the Power Rangers line that you can use with this. And also from Marvel Legends side of things, you can use these little lightning effects like I did. So, you know, at least I have things I can work with, but a new collector wouldn't have nothing like that. So I wish they would have threw a little bit something like that extra in. But that was a good look at his accessories. Goku and Vegeta put aside their differences in order to fuse to combine to make Gogeta out of the box and ready to fight onto your screen. This figure has a lot of good qualities about it, and it also has a few negatives, and we'll get into that in just a second. Also, do you like the effects that I use from other figures? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's take a good look at Gogeta's articulation. His head can't look up at all or down, so that displeases me a whole lot. But you do get a full 360, which is the Exorcist. You don't get no confused dog, so you hardly get any movement out of that head. You just get pretty much side-to-side movement. You can throw the perfect pitch, but this does get in the way a little bit, but not that bad. And you get a bicep swivel. You get double jointed elbows that bend in that far. You also get a wrist that is on a ball peg, and it swivels around just like so and back to back, and you can adjust that ball to where it can go side to side. And he doesn't really have torso articulation, but he does have a ball joint right here at this waist, so you can get him to lean that far to that side and that far to that side. And you can get him crunching forward, not a whole lot, and back a little bit further. His legs can split out that far. I would like to see him further out splits than that, but if you adjust them around just like so, you can get him to kick out a little bit further, but his legs are backwards, so that's a little bit bothersome. And he doesn't really have, you can really look up in there and see how the mechanics works up there, but I mean, you can get a thigh cut out of that. And right here, he does have double jointed knees that bend in like that. And that's as far back as they will bend. And he does have ankle articulation, but it only goes up that far because it does hit this blue part right here. And it only goes back a little bit, and not too bad. And he does have ankle pivot just a little bit, not too much. And that was a good look at Gogeta's articulation. Take a look at his sculpt and detailing, and I really do like the way that this figure came out. I like the different shading that we're seeing on the chest and the torso, and it's throughout the whole figure actually. As you can tell, he's got a little bit more of a tan than the rest of the figures. Now, this is the first figure of this set that I do have, so I won't be able to compare him to other figures, but I like the way that his hair turned out. Like that, I like that metallic gold that they use, and it's got that gold flaking in his hair, so that looks very good. I'm pleased with that. I like how his eyes came out nice and blue. It looks very good. I like his eyebrows right there. I like how it matches his hair. It looks very good. I like his little vest. It came out looking very good. This is like a darker gray tone, almost like a black, and it pops with this like vibrant lime green right there, so that pleases me a lot. And this also has a little bit of sculpted work in there, so that pleases me. And it looks like they missed the mark a little bit back here on the green paint, but that's not enough for me to complain that bad about. And right here, his muscle tone looks very good. I like that, and it's a little bronzy looking color like right here, but it came out a little bit fuzzy right there where they tried to do the shading as well. So that's a little bit displeasing, but it's not that noticeable from a distance. You can't really tell, so it doesn't bother me that bad. We already checked out the hands. I like the wrinkling and the abs that we're seeing on this figure, but I like the wrinkling that we're seeing on the sash. That looks very good. Would like to see a wash over it, but he's an anime character, so these colors are meant to pop and be vibrant. So I'm not going to complain about that too much. I also like how this rope piece comes down where it's tied off. That pleases me a lot. And then the wrinkling in the pants came out very good. I like the sculpting that you see. Looks like a guy wearing a set of baggy pants. So that pleases me a lot. And I like the the blue wrap that we're seeing at the bottom of the ankles. That looks very good, covering, I guess it would be his boots. Or these could be shoes that just stop right there. But I'm going to assume they're boots that go on up. And I like the color that they use. It's more or less matches his vest, but this is more like a silvery grayish looking color. And I forgot to mention that this vest is removable. As you can tell, I'm going to try to attempt to take it off without knocking my camera off. And, it does look good, but it kind of does get a little bit ugly at some angles right here where it's flat at. So just be careful whenever taking his vest off. I'm going to leave mine posed with the vest on because I just think it looks better, because they could have rounded this out a little bit more, or even cut in and made a butterfly, because you see how that's not connected. That's a little bit bothersome, so I'm just going to leave the vest on my figure. But that was a good look at Gogeta's sculpt and detail, and on the back it looks pretty good. Very good muscular tones back here as well. Here's how Gogeta scales next to a couple fellow anime Funimation characters. We have Kirishima over there on his left, and we have Shoto Todoroki on his right. And the scaling is terrible between these, because I feel like that Gogeta should be a lot taller than both of those. And here's how Gogeta scales with a couple of other Bandai action figures. The only other Bandai action figures I have in my collection, to be exact. We have from the Power Rangers Legacy line, the red Power Ranger over there on his left, and over there on his right from the same line, we have the pink Power Ranger. Because I'm lazy and I have these close by from my last review, from DC Collectibles, from the Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles GameStop exclusive line, we have Raphael over there on his left, and we have Robin over there on his right. Speaking of GameStop exclusives, from NECA, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line, the Foot Soldier over there on his left, and on his right, we have the Shredder. From Hasbro, the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line, we have the Walgreens exclusive Dragon Shield Black Power Ranger over there on his left, and on his right, from Marvel Legends, we have the Superior Octopus. Here's my final thoughts on this figure. I do like it, but however, I do have my complaints about it. As far as the articulation is concerned, I feel like we should have got a little bit more out of them ankle joints, especially with them being on ball pegs. Now, it's very hard to get him into a stance, spreading his legs apart. And getting him to look up and down is very difficult. You cannot do it at all. And that displeases me, especially for them flight poses. You won't be able to get them into hardly any unless it's like a vanilla head on. So that's very displeasing. Now, I wish he would have had butterfly joints out of his shoulders. That way it would have been a lot easier for him to get into like a Kamehameha blast. That would have been cool. But I do like the shading on the figure. I like the metallic yellow that they used in the hair. I like the paint apps and the sculpt work. It looks very great. Another thing that I don't like about this figure is that it did not come with any effect pieces. Because as you can tell, the effect pieces that I have on this figure really make it stand out. But let me know what you think of the figure. Let me know what you think of the review in the comments below. And as always, feel the urge to collect with Surge. If you want more action figure collectors reviews, then feel the urge to subscribe to Surge. And if you've liked what you've seen, then click that big thumbs up button. If you want to get notified of my latest videos whenever they drop, click that notification bell. If you want to see this channel grow, share with a friend. Speaking of friends, you can friend me over there on Facebook. Links to that will be in the description below. You can also follow me along on Twitter. Links to that will be in the description below. You can't affect us.